Hello everyone, welcome to another week. I have been quite busy in the few days. My creative corner here is completely chaos. I've been doing lots of little projects lately which are related to today's topic, so bear with me. I feel a bit scattered at the moment, and I thought that around this time of the year usually I record a gift guide with some ideas of gifts for artists or for yourself. And I thought that this year I would like to do something different and recommend instead small businesses and artist courses and also some DIY things you can do yourself. I'm a huge DIYer. I love making gifts and I have been doing so for many years, so I thought it would make sense to share with you some little projects I found here on YouTube, and I found that they would make lovely gifts. That being said, if you'd like to check my guides from the previous years, I have a playlist. I'm gonna leave it here, a card, if you want to check that out. I don't think it has changed much my opinions or the availability of products. I will have all of the links over there, but I would like to encourage you this year to support your local stores and also the small businesses. I think it's a really nice gesture and I'm sure that these creators will appreciate. So let's start, shall we? I'm gonna start with this. That was one of the best purchases I did this year. I love this little artist roll. This is an artist roll made by small businesses located in Spain. It's called Seis Manos, which translates to English as with 6 hands. It's a small family business of 3 people, and what I love about this is that it's for me at least, it's kind of an alternative to the Sendak roll that you probably have seen all over YouTube. Many artists have and use it, which is fine. But apart from the cost from the US and the import fees, everything being very expensive if you're in Europe like me, something that I was not particularly fond is that they only use leather and they don't have vegan alternatives. But this small business, Seis Manos, they did have the vegan alternative, and that's what I purchased this roll here. So this strap is synthetic and it has lots of space. I kept my roll filled with my stuff from my last trip, so you can see exactly how I use it. You have a pocket over here. Oops, I think I moved the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit so you can see better. I just moved the camera now trying to show you. So you have a pocket over here that is big enough, for example, for a small watercolor palette. Here I have the portable painter. But if you want to go even smaller, you can go with Deep Light primary kit, which I'm gonna show you after this. So you have space here for that. I have here this little lens case kit with a kneadable eraser and a little eraser. I have even space for a little brush rest. And here you have the pockets where you can put your pens, pencils. I have here a few brushes, and the pocket behind you have space for a small pad like this one from Hernandez, which is a good size to go out. And you can also do something that I'm gonna show you later, hint, as a DIY. You have space, you can put portable spray. Here I have another little block, the agave one. Here you have this flap, which I use to keep this wrist towel that I use to dry the brush while I'm painting. It's very convenient, most of all if you're on the airplane. And what I have here, I have some small papers can use to test colors. I also have a clamp. So you see, you have a lot of space for things. You can even include a small palette, which I'm also going to show you here. And it closes like this. And not only that, they also offer the customization of this strap over here. Like you can see mine. I have a store on Etsy, and they also have a website. I personally purchased from their website, and I believe that in the website there was no additional cost for the customization. They did have on Etsy though, so check that out, check the shipping options, what would be the best for you, and check their other things as well. They have lots of lovely things. I particularly was super excited about this roll. I think it's a great vegan alternative to the Sendak if you, like me, don't like to purchase leather products. So I'm gonna leave a link below to their shop online and their Etsy store, so you can check that out and give them some love this Christmas if you wish to buy something like that for yourself or for someone else. Now let me show you what I just shared. This is the Deep Light primary kit. It's a very tiny portable tin, which I love. And I added another thing here, which I find that's very useful. Mine is a bit tight because I have magnets under my pants. But if you use blue tack, for example, you'll be easier. So what I have here is a pen from the art toolkit, an extra one that I was not using, and I figured out it's the perfect size to go in this little palette. So you have the 3 colors, you add this very thin little pen, and you're good to go. And I found this really great to make art on the go. It's really tiny and portable. I have intentions, I say intentions because things are a bit hectic now. I don't make any promises, but I'd like to film a separate video where I'm gonna show you this trio of colors and the mixes you can get and offer some alternatives, because they also allow you to choose custom palettes. So I'll see how it goes, but hopefully I'll be able to put a video about that soon. So that's Deep Light. And of course I have a series of videos here where I shared all of my Deep Light swatches with you, the colors. I talk a little bit about them, so I'm gonna leave also a card over here if you're interested in checking that out. Now let's talk about DIYs, shall we? So like I was saying, here with the artist roll, it's very convenient to have small sketchbooks. Fun DIY I have to suggest to you is a little tutorial that I found here on YouTube. It's by Laura Eccleston Art. I'm gonna leave a link below to her channel and to the video where I learned how to make these. And these are very easy to make. They are glued, there's no sewing involved. All you need to have is some hard cardboard, some decorative papers, and then the paper you want to use for the sketchbooks. You can cut them to the size you want. You see, I have from the very tiny ones to long ones. I have larger ones. They were all made using the same principle on the video, and they go great in rolls like this one because they are compact, and I think they would make a lovely gift if you give a little sketchbook like this. You can take a small piece of watercolor paper and put some samples of your favorite colors, let them dry, some drops, and why not give them also a little brush rest like this one. You know, I find them very easy to make. I basically took 1 or 2 evenings where I cut paper to my heart's content, and then I glued everything and let them dry, and that's it. There you can make many of them at the same time, and I think it's a great use also of watercolor sheets because they are less expensive than buying sketchbooks already made. So with these ones you can customize, you can create with the paper size and type you enjoy the most, and you save money as well. Now let me share about some artist courses that I took. I loved it, and I personally think will be a great gift for yourself or to someone else that is interested in learning some new art techniques. The first one, or ones I would say, because she has many courses that I would like to recommend, is Lucia Leyfield, and she has this website called the Wild Ink Workshop, which you will be seeing on screen right now. So she has many different workshops with different durations, different price points, and there's something for everyone. So these are the courses that I personally purchased, and I love them. I have the Sketchbook Club lettering for sketchbooks and journals, the Doodlebird card for all occasions, and the Drop-in Draw Story of a Garden. I'm gonna show you a bit of the things that I got out of the course, but you can check. She has a huge library of workshops. Some of them are shorter than others. I have a few that I would love to take. There's some very interesting ideas here. This nature journaling illustrated butterflies looks very nice. It's a bit more substantial, but you have also some shorter ones. I particularly like the one with a messy journal. The bird's eggs looks nice as well. Even the miniature garden maps. There's a lot of different topics and techniques, so I think you would find for sure something that interests you here. And if you are into watercolor and mixed media, I think that's a lovely gift, and supporting an artist as well. Let me show you some of the handouts of this class so you have an idea. So Lucia's classes have some printables. In this case I have the alphabet. I have lots of banners and little embellishments to practice different ways. It's really complete course, I think. Then you have borders, and this one you have the little birds from the other class. And I can also share with you here some of my practice exercises. So you can see I really like the course. It actually helped me to develop a sort of preference for some specific pens and the way I do lettering, including here for YouTube on my thumbnails. It was really nice, and I really recommend her classes. Another artist that I follow here on YouTube, and she has very lovely tutorials, is Jackie Hernandez. She has a bunch of cool stuff on her YouTube channel. One of them I'm sharing here with you. She has gift tags with letters, 3D letters, and she has free printables for you to follow along. I think this is a great idea also now for Christmas, for gifts. That's a lovely tutorial, but that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about mostly is her course for watercolor textures. And now I'm gonna share you my screen here again. And that's the course, Creative Textures for Watercolor. I got this course as soon as she started selling. I love her tutorials here on YouTube. They're very clear and easy to follow. And I'm so happy that I took it. I really loved working on the different textures that she proposes. She proposes many different materials, using things also from around the house, wet on wet, wet on dry. And yeah, even some projects. And what I really like about this course is that not only she shows you how to create the textures, she also gives you ideas of how to incorporate these textures in a painting and composition. So I found this was really invaluable course. It was one of my favorite courses of a whole year, if not the favorite, I would say. I would encourage you, even if you are not interested in getting this course at the moment, to sign up for her newsletter, because she will let you know when she releases new courses. I can show you here what came out of this course. So I have all of these cards with the different textures that I learned in Jackie's course. All of them have notes in the back. Everything is provided by Jackie to be printed. So it's really useful, and I loved it. It's my favorite course ever. And she has another one which I just purchased right now, which is about mark making. This one is not a video course like the watercolor textures one. It's more of a workbook course. So she provides all of these printables here when you purchase the course, and you have also instructions on how to follow along. It's really easygoing, straightforward. It's also something that I think it's good to turn off your brain for a while, to just do some doodling, and then you can also incorporate in your art. And I haven't started this one yet, but as you can see, I purchased this as well because I really love Jack's courses. So another thing that I also made myself and I love working with is air dry clay. So here I created a double paint palette to fit this mint theme. So I measured it, and then I created the paint palettes. I followed a tutorial by Red Rocking Bird for the techniques to make paint palettes. I'm gonna also leave a link here below so you can check her channel. She has lots and lots and lots of tutorials of things to make with air dry clay. And yeah, the one thing that I will tell you is that the air dry clay is not waterproof, so you need to use something to make it waterproof or a bit more water resistant. Some people use UV resin. I don't, because I don't want to be dealing with chemicals. So I bought this Duraclear gloss varnish from Decor Art, and that's what I used in my little palettes over here, and they worked well. I have no problems, and they are also very portable. You can carry with you. I made this also a small one. I have this little tin from watercolor hoarder, so I again create a little paint palette to fit this tin. And it's a good alternative if you have small kit like this and you don't have a paint palette. You can make one yourself to fit a mint tin as small as you want, and that's a lovely gift. And the third thing I want to propose you for DIY is these brush rests. They are very fun to make, and they're very quick to make also. I made a bunch of them. You can see there's some here that I haven't had the time to paint yet, but basically I used cookie cutter, I believe, or I don't know, it was just a metal shape to make the flower shape. And then I took a brush and I pressed it on the ceramic, on the clay, as it was still pliable, to make a groove like so. And that's it. You can make in shapes like I did with the flower. You can just take a little ball and make the indentation like this one, or you can go crazy like I did with this one. I created little worm, I'd say. I just rolled the clay in my hands, and then I used the brush to wrap the clay around and make this shape, and then I just let it dry. And it's fun because you can have many different brushes. have 2 different brushes, not many, but you get what I mean. So this is a fun one also. So I think that would be a lovely gift if you give a little kit, like with a watercolor palette and a small sketchbook and a brush rest. It's a lovely gift, and you can, you know, you can make many of these for yourself or for someone that you know likes and enjoys painting. Now I have the last one that I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna share my screen here. Is a tutorial that I recently discovered online and I've been obsessed with it. It's a tutorial by BookBinding Studio for a vegan version of the Traveler's Notebook. Now, I don't know if you're aware, the Traveler's Notebook is a system where you have a leather cover with some elastic, and then you can change the inserts as you go. You can add more things, and it has a lot of potential for customizations. I have been following this video. I have been making some of these myself. I'm gonna share with you here what I've done so far. So I have 3 covers that I made for me. I have this one. They will work like this. You can see they close like this. I put a little charm on mine over here, and then inside you have the elastics to hold the paper. I still have to cut the paper to put here, and I probably will do a mix of watercolor, mixed media, and drawing paper. I have this one also, same principle, the elastic, little charm, the little horse. And finally, I have this one here. So what I love about this tutorial from BookBinding Studio is that not only it's easy to make, you can also make in smaller sizes. I have just cut one here to make a smaller size. Still have to put the elastics, but I love that it's a vegan alternative, because the Traveler's Notebooks, they are all made with leather covers, and I found some tutorials here online also that were suggesting using leather sheets to make the cover, and as I mentioned, I prefer not to use products with leather, so I found this tutorial really nice. These ones are all with fabric, like you can see, and they have a good how can I say, the same type of give that you would have, or similar, that you would have with a leather cover, if you wish, like me, to use something else, a vegan alternative. So her tutorials are really lovely. I do my best to share here. Maybe when I'm finished, I can share in the community tab some photos of the final products. I'm super excited to customize these journals and to have them ready to go in different bags so I can sketch on the go. And that was the end of this long-winded video. I hope you really liked my suggestions. Let me know on the comment section if you have other suggestions for artist courses or for small businesses or any DIYs. I love learning about all of these. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.